Hey, beautiful souls. I know, long time, long time. Come on with me on this journey walk. I'm just walking a little bit on my lunch today on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is it Tuesday? Tuesday. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a great day. Hope you rested well last night and you rose this morning with a leap in your spirit. It's about 1:12 Central Standard Time. So I was like, let me come on out here. And I've been coming out to walk you all. Look how pretty it is. For the last, this is like the fourth week. It's been like this. We had rain maybe a little bit one day. It's supposed to be like this through the weekend. So I guess when it comes, it's gonna come, right? No April showers so far, but it's beautiful. We're in a drought here. I am in Alabama. I live in Birmingham, Alabama. So we're in a drought with the souls. So that's what's happening here. Y'all will hear some little ones because I work in a school, elementary school. So I'm just walking just a little bit, y'all. I normally do this every day. So once I get my body back up, I'm going to be out here going non-stop, you all. But I thought I could just come on in and talk with you all. I wish I could do a live sometimes. I've tried that, but the service just not good. Even at home, it's not that good. So I said, let me just do a video. But look at the sky. Look at the sky, beautiful souls. It's like, look at God. Yes. Look at him, you all. So how have you all been doing? Let me know in the comments where y'all are from and how y'all are doing and what's been going on. I hope everybody's doing great and feeling great. I'm gonna just walk up this road a little bit. How y'all been doing, you all? I have been blessed. I have been truly blessed. Just trying to get on through. Being in the school system, we're just trying to get things straight for the end of May. I work all summer though, so that's a blessing on that part. But I just wanted to come in today. I said, let me just come out here and share something with you all. I Sometimes we have to go back and reevaluate ourselves and check in and say, okay, what's going on? What's going on? And we have to do that from time to time. Sometimes you may feel a little tired. You may feel that you don't want to do much, or you may feel that you just want to just lay low. And for me, being off for a while, I laughed at myself. I said, I like this. But sometimes we get to a place in our lives, beautiful souls, where we can get comfortable. And not that comfort is a bad word, but we can get so comfortable to where it keeps us in a place of being complacent, and it keeps us in a place of being stuck. What I'm gonna start doing is bring my microphone. Keeps us in a place of being stuck, you all. And when that happens, that means that we're not moving forward. We're not moving backwards. We're not moving out of balance. We're not doing anything or moving any kind of way simply because we're just comfortable with where we are. We feel, okay, I'm here. I'm good. But sometimes you have to go back and evaluate and ask yourself, say, is this really good? Is this really where I need to be? Is this really where I want to be? Or is this really what I need to be doing? See, we have to go back and evaluate and ask ourselves those questions, because many times we can get to a point, and a lot of people are saying, can you believe it's April? I said, no, let's look at it. It's almost May. And many people say that because they're starting to think in their mindset and say, you know what have I done for the year? May is coming. What have I done? What have I tried? What have I been doing? And the thing is that we what? Get a little comfortable. Get a little comfortable. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Things are going great. Nothing wrong with that. But the thing is that we, as God's children, we need to understand, you all, that I always say God didn't put us down here just to take up space. Sometimes we have to think back, and we have to reevaluate ourselves and go back and look and say, you know what should I be doing? And then many of us may say, what is our purpose? A lot of people say that. Purpose. What is my purpose? And sometimes people can get so stuck on trying to figure out what their purpose is that they're not really doing anything. So what I want people to think about, I'm going to throw a little coaching in here for those that know I'm a certified life coach. And I do coach and talk about this. I don't want you to focus on saying, you know what? What do I need to be doing? What is my purpose? I want you to first take a deep look within you. I want you to go deep within the mind, body, soul, and spirit. Because see, many times we're trying to step out and say, I need to be doing this. Maybe I should try this, or I should try that, or what should I be doing? First of all, we have to take an evaluation and just go work on ourselves first. And the reason I'm saying that is because we can't go forward. We don't know how to go forward. We're in a zone of comfort. We may be stuck because we have not sat down and reintroduced ourselves to ourselves or done reevaluation of ourselves and just don't know who we are. And that goes deep within the mind, body, soul, and the spirit of how we think about things. What are we actually pouring out there in the world? What are we allowing to come into us? What are we allowing to come into our spirit, the mind, the body? What are we allowing to happen here? So when that takes place, beautiful souls, that can keep us in a place of saying, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm okay here. But as time goes on, and it's a blessing that we can see time going on. It's a beautiful thing because we're here, right? But I want a person to understand and know that, yes, we all have purpose. God has purpose on our life, you all. And I want people to always remember that. And then think about, say, you know what? What can I do to make a difference? You know, I always tell people servant leadership, that's a big part. What can I do to make a difference? And when you start doing that, beautiful souls, that puts you in a place to where comfort starts to shift. Then courage comes into place, which means that you're stepping forward and you're doing more. And that means that you're able to identify your purpose. Yeah, you are identifying your purpose at that point. But it takes time. See, sometimes people don't do anything to their 40, 50, 60s. And we say, why? Because many years people have worked the jobs. You've been married, you're working your jobs, you're raising your families, you know, you're doing all of this. So you don't have time to say, let me really, really sit down and evaluate and think about who I am. Because you know, as women, we can say that women, sometimes we get lost in the shuffle. Not intentionally, not that it's a bad thing, but we're being those servant leaders because women serve. Not saying men don't if you're here, okay? Not saying that, but I'm speaking from a woman. We're in the capacity of serving all the time to where we do forget about us. We do forget who we are. We do forget the moment of saying, who am I becoming? That gets shuffled and pushed to the side a little bit. Not intentionally, but it happens because we're trying to make sure everybody and everything is okay. And we still do it. Yeah, we still do that. So when I was off for those 3 weeks from my surgery, I enjoyed it. I'm not going to tell you I didn't. I said I could like this. But I've had my moments in life to where I grind, and I did grind. And work, yes I did. Hard as it relates to my purpose in life. And that was serving. I did that. I did it hard. I did it hard, you all. I loved it. But one day God says, sit down for a minute, slow it down. And I realized it was time for me to do that. See, we have to pay attention and listen, right? So it goes to another level to where we have to pay attention and listen when he's saying get up and do something, right? So if you are that person, beautiful souls, and you feel that you're in a place of where you're feeling stuck, or you're in a place where you feel you're not moving, or you're in a place where you feel that you're not getting things done, I don't want you to beat up on yourself because you're just in a place of comfort. Is it a bad thing? No. But I don't want you to sit in that place and not progress and move forward into the space and the place of where God wants you to go. See, it's not about us. Oh, it's not about us. It was about us. Ooh, it's not about us. It's really where he wants us to be and where he wants us to go. And we've got to look at that, and we've got to think about that, beautiful souls. That's so important. What does God want? I always tell people, you don't want to just sit in here doing nothing. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I learned a lot during COVID, and I thank God I'm still here. And that was a hard year for people because people were sick. I was blessed. I didn't lose family. People I knew, lost family, and it was a hard year. But it taught me so much because I was a person, I would always say, if I got to sit down and watch TV, couple hours a day. I'm wasting time. That was my mindset. But when COVID came, it taught me, I know it did you, many of us, how to rest. It taught us how to sit still, stand still, and be still. Oh, yes, it did. And it taught me so much to where I realized Ursula's body was shut down. But I was just so in the motion, like the train, just a chugging along, going and going and going, to where I didn't realize what I was doing to myself. So we need to identify things in that way as well when we're moving out of our comfort zone to our current zone, to make sure that we're not overexerting ourselves and that we're really truly walking our purpose, not from what we want, but what God wants us to do. See, many times the exertion sometimes comes into place when it's that thing where we feel it's something we want to do. But I had to ask myself, I said, God, what you need me to do? You know, he said, well, I'm listening to hearing something, y'all, because if a dog comes, it's going to get me because I can't run. So he said, you know, Ursula, I still want you to continue to serve and speak to those women that are in prisons. I still need for you to serve and speak with those women and coach those women that are in work release programs, drug recovery programs. I still need for you to coach and talk with women that are at a place in their life to where they don't know what they want to do. They have so many pain points. They can't figure out how to balance, how to get this thing in order, how to take that next step to take that leap. That was something I needed to continue to do. And I knew that. He said, well, Ursula, I need for you to slow down for a minute on your radio show podcast. Stop for a minute, which I did. I stopped for a moment. I did that. You know, he was telling me these things, and I was listening. And he was saying, well, Ursula, I need you also to, you know, you done wrote your books. You've done those things. Just slow down for a minute. Because I was going hard. Like I told you, I was at a grinding state, y'all. But I loved it. But all of a sudden, I just dropped. And it was like, oh, can't do anymore. And sometimes things don't become fulfilling. Why? Because we feel that's what we're supposed to be doing. We feel that's our purpose. That was my purpose. That is my purpose. But it was to an extent to where it was becoming too much for me. Too much for me, beautiful souls. So what I want people to understand is that we've got to listen. You know, and I kept going and I kept going. I put on my conference. I have a conference that I do annually. It's the I Am Women's Conference. I Am Women's Conference. Did in 2019. Successful, phenomenal. 2020, COVID came, couldn't do it. 2021, was gonna try to do it. Still kind of wishy-washy, didn't do it. 2022, still couldn't do it. Set up a place and all of that. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this going next year because people are asking. But I had realized that, you know what, Ursula, it's okay if you don't get it going right now. But I know women are saying they need it and they want it. So I've got to pay attention to that, beautiful souls, what people need and what people want. That's what I've got to do. So on the day, beautiful souls, this is long as over 12 minutes. But I just wanted to come out and share with you all. You hear our babies, you all. Look at our babies. So I just want you all to know that. Think about where you are. Do you feel that you're stuck? Do you feel that you're in a place of comfort? Do you feel that this comfort is not where you need to be? Do you feel there's more? There's more to you. There's more that you want to do. I'm here to tell you there is more. So you all go and continue to have an amazing day. And I'm going to go ahead and go sit over here with some of the teachers for the last few minutes I have and get back in the building. Peace and blessings, you all. Love you all. Talk to y'all soon now. Bye-bye.